Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kincade from Push, and today I'm going to teach you how to do an S-Carve on your snowboard. The S-Carve is a super fundamental setup into any spin trick off a jump takeoff. Now this might seem incredibly basic, and on your best side for spinning it might be, but you have three other directions, and I often still struggle with my S-Carves on switch backside and cab spins, because on the directions you're not that comfortable, you really tend to pre-spin. And as you start doing harder and harder tricks, doing a proper S-Carve gets even more important, because pre-spinning or taking off diagonally on bigger features can lead to under rotation, knuckling, or even going too far off the side of the landing and hurting yourself. A lot of riders tend to learn their 360s and maybe 540s before they even realize what an S-Carve is, because on the smaller spins and smaller jumps, you don't even really notice if you're pre-spinning or taking off diagonally because the consequences aren't high. That's why it's so important to learn a proper S-Carve early on, so that you're doing everything properly as you start to work your way up to bigger spins, bigger jumps, and bigger features. So on screen, you've seen two different clips repeating. One is a frontside 360 with a proper S-Carve and a pretty textbook takeoff. The other one is a backside 720 where I do actually pre-spin a little bit too much off the takeoff, but it's a good example of what tends to happen as you start to spin bigger. In this example, everything worked out. I was still going off straight and I kind of buttered my way off the takeoff, but the thing you want to focus on is keeping it as straight as possible for as long as possible. So if you're spinning backside or switch backside, you're going to want to approach the jump with your back facing the takeoff on your heel edge. As you approach the takeoff, you're going to transition from your heels to your toes, so that as you are going up the lip of the jump, you're going diagonally across it, and once you reach the end of the lip, you're going straight off the end, still on your toe edge. Now frontside and switch frontside or cab are the exact opposite. You're going to approach on the far side of the jump takeoff, facing it on your toe edge, and as you approach, you're going to cut diagonally across on your toes, transition over to your heels so that you're going up the face of the jump on your heels, and once you reach the lip of the jump, you're still on your heels, going straight off the end of it. Now, if you're spinning hard way, which means you're spinning front side off the toes or back side off the heels, you're going to take the opposite respective S-Carve into that spin, meaning you take a front side S-Carve into a backside spin off the heels and a backside S-Carve into a front side spin off the toes. It's a little bit confusing. Those tricks get a little bit more technical, but to get it started, just focus on dialing this in. So again, I know this seems like a really simple concept, but again, I can't stress the importance of a good S-Carve enough and how important it is to a safe and smooth progression of your freestyle riding. The most important thing to note about a good S-Carve is it provides consistency to all of your tricks. I think a frontside underflip 540 is a really good example of why a good S-Carve is so important. With this trick, if you pre-spin it and go off a little diagonally, it's a completely different feeling in the air and you tend to under-rotate and not get any pop than if you take off properly. On smaller jumps and with a lot of tricks, you won't really notice it, but it's with tricks like this, and then like I said, as you progress to bigger features, that you will start to notice and might get hurt if you don't do this properly. So again, I know it's simple, but go dial it in and start spinning off bigger jumps and bigger features. So good luck guys, and let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would highly recommend heading over to the website, pushthelimit.com. We have detailed write-ups of every tutorial, as well as lots of tutorials in multiple action sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon with another video.